And here we are at episode 7 of the Iowa Irish Fest online broadcast. Welcome one and all, I'm Rob Edwards. And as we celebrate our landmark 20th year, Irish Roads Through Iowa, the party is going to run Friday, July 31st through Sunday, August 2nd in beautiful downtown Waterloo. As always this hour, you're going to get up to date on some of the events happening at this year's fest. And you're also going to be treated to a great selection of music from some of the artists sharing the stages throughout the weekend. And today's program is brought to you by some incredible friends of the Iowa Irish Fest, and this includes the Mike Burns family, Bootleggers Kitchen and Bar, El Patron, the Screaming Eagle Bar, Newton's Diner, and Gino's Pizza. We would love to thank them for supplying the meals that keep our bands full and ready to entertain. And I'd also like to thank our friends at Waterloo Fiber. They are the new sponsors of our Lafayette stage.
When 3 people hit play all at the same time, Waterloo Fiber doesn't flinch. Hi everyone, I'm Ron Steele. When you're talking about Waterloo Fiber, you're talking about blazing fast fiber speeds for your entire household. Work, streaming, gaming, Zoom calls, and even for grandma, the one person who seems to be downloading everything. Waterloo Fiber lines are buried underground, so when Iowa weather gets dramatic, your Wi-Fi stays cool. No hidden fees, no nonsense, all local. Contact waterloofiber.com. High-speed internet for your entire family.
Before I bring you all the information that you're going to need to know, let's get a preview from one of our great headline acts. Now, they are currently touring the Midwest with shows in Ohio, Wisconsin, Minnesota, but the Iowa Irish Fest is going to be their home the first weekend of August. And you don't want to miss the power and excitement of our Saturday and Sunday headliners. This is Gaelic Storm. and that is Gaelic Storm, headlining both Saturday and Sunday at the 20th Annual Iowa Irish Fest. Tickets are on sale now at iowairishfest.com. And right now, the first group I'm going to be bringing you today is fronted out by Derek Warfield. He is a true legend in Irish music. And not only is he a gifted musician, but he's also a celebrated storyteller and historian. And along with his faithful group of talented performers known internationally as the Young Wolfe Tones, they are once again taking the stage to help us celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Iowa Irish Fest. Let's hear The Dream of Liberty from our friends Derek Warfield and the Young Wolfe Tones.
One night as the wind whispered eerie tales and the stars danced to and fro, I dreamt of the land where my forefathers trod in those times of long ago. In Boston Harbour I saw brave men, and I watched with youthful pride when they scattered the tea in a tax-laden sea to a dark and an angry tide. I wondered then, as I watched these men who flouted King George's might, would redcoats' hordes with their glittering swords wreak vengeance in the night? Then a voice rang out in the starry air, "Stand fast, young man, be brave. Far better to die 'neath an open sky than to live like a cowering slave." In the early dawn on that April morn I stood on a mountain tall, and I felt the shock of a musket shot that started first freedom's call. My spirit soared, and its thunder roared, and I prayed to the blazing sky to bless the hand of that gallant band who carried our banner high. In that shifting scene of my wandering dream, I rode fast to Bennington town. General Stark and his Green Mountain boys were camped on the dewy ground. I gazed for a while, and I saw his sad smile. Then he softly said to me, "Their young blood will stain this Vermont plain before our land is free." I remember that smile as I rode each mile. In my heart a dreadful chill, the blood and the sweat and the smell of death rising high over Bunker Hill. The men and the boys with their sightless eyes, who lay dead before their time when they broke the chain of King George's reign in a place they called Brandywine. Then clear upon the cold night air I heard a suffering cry. A ragged band of hungry men were slowly shuffling by. Across the valley grim and bare I heard the bugle blow, and the bloody beat of the torn feet staining the virgin snow. In that shivering scene of my nightmare dream, a tall man spoke to me. He looked grey and old in the crippling cold, but his eyes were bright and clear. He said, "Listen well, then you must tell of the deeds these men have done, and future days will sing their praise from dawn till the setting sun. Tell them of Saratoga, where our patriots fought and died, of Valley Forge and of Paul Revere, who made that midnight ride, of Cowpens and King's Mountain. Don't let them soon forget Patrick Henry's immortal words, 'Give me liberty or death.' Remember the swamp fox Marion, who led a wily band of Allen Green and Sumter, who made a noble stand. Remember too the mothers true, who cried their tears alone. Their names will be told with the brave and the bold, where'er our flag is flown." He left me then, but I saw him again, standing high near Yorktown Bay. I saw Cornwallis surrender his sword on that bleak October day. Then the tall man turned and he said to me, "Young man, our fight has just begun." And like a flashing scene I awoke from my dream, and I cried in my silent room. On my way to school I felt like a fool, as my childish tears did flow. The things I had seen, they were all in a dream. You see, they'd happened long ago. Then I cast my eye to a building high, where our flag was floating free, and I smiled to the sun for the men who had won. a nation for you and for me.
That's Derek Warfield, along with the young Wolfe Tones. And I cannot wait to welcome them back to Waterloo and the Iowa Irish Fest. And coming up next, a festival favorite. This group of sisters, well, they've been touring the U.S. and Europe since the mid-90s to exuberant crowds. And they've done session work for artists including Peter Gabriel and Joni Mitchell. They've opened for Sinead O'Connor. And they have released, at least at last counting, 14 albums and 2 EPs. And I cannot imagine an Iowa Irish Fest without these incredible ladies. And, well, thankfully, we don't have to.
Hello everyone, we are Screaming Orphans and we are just overjoyed to say that we are coming back to the Iowa Irish Festival downtown Waterloo. It's going to be a wonderful weekend because it's the 20th anniversary of this amazing festival and we're there all 3 days, July 31st to August 2nd. So we can't wait to see you and it's going to be wonderful. See you soon. Bye-bye.
The Diver Sisters, better known as the Screaming Orphans, and to hear them live, along with a host of other incredible Irish music and dance performers, go online to iowairishfest.com. Get your tickets right now. And I want to thank yet another incredible sponsor that's a longtime supporter of not only the Iowa Irish Fest, but they support live music and community events across the Cedar Valley. We are incredibly proud to be associated with these wonderful people. They always have a helpful smile in every aisle. These are the folks from Hy-Vee.
At Hy-Vee, we know every dollar matters. That's why we're committed to bringing you low prices on the products you trust and fuel saver rewards that help you save even more at the gas pump. It's our way of supporting you, your family, and the community we call home. Shop smart, save big, and feel good about every trip to Hy-Vee.
And you're going to want to be sure to sample some of their great food offerings in the food court at the festival this year. And thank you, Hy-Vee, for your generous support. And as you know by now, Justin Roberts, he is the new host for the Waterloo Fiber Lafayette stage. And he's been helping me out by telling you, well, some of the special events and activities you're going to find at the Iowa Irish Fest. And certainly one of the best loved traditions at the Irish Fest is the Irish Mass. And here's Justin with more about that.
The traditional Irish Mass will be held at 10 a.m. Sunday in Lincoln Park on the corner of Franklin Street and Park Avenue. All persons of all denominations and faith are invited. Now, there are bleachers, but it would be best to bring a lawn chair. Prior to the Mass, admission to the grounds will be 2 items of canned food or non-perishable products. That's through 10 a.m. This will allow you to stay for all the events for the entire day Sunday if you choose to do so. Your donations will be given to the Northeast Iowa Food Bank. At 10 a.m., the cost to enter the festival grounds will be $35, regular admission. We welcome all members of all parishes and churches to bring your own envelopes to be deposited in the collection basket. We will distribute them to your respective parishes and churches. All other monies will be donated to the St. Vincent de Paul Society. Father Tom McDermott will preside over the Mass, and Angus Day will provide the music. We invite all to join us for this celebration.
Thank you so much, Justin. We'll be checking in with you again in just a little bit. And the Iowa Irish Fest offers not only fabulous music performances all weekend long, but it also offers a variety of other events to immerse festgoers in all things Irish culture and history. Classes include dance workshops with professional Irish dance companies, the Guinness Experience, with National Guinness Brand Ambassador and the Whiskey Masters classes. Festgoers, they're also able to get active through several sporting events, including the rugby tournament, the Highland Games, sheep herding, Gaelic football and hurling, and so much more. And you don't want to forget about the family fun area, because in that area, families can enjoy interactive activities including Irish language classes, playing Irish instruments, learning about the rich history of the Irish, and so much more. And I also invite you to take in the Heroes area. Each year, we set a section of the festival grounds aside to showcase and thank our veterans and active duty military, as well as fire, police, and EMT personnel. And there's going to be many representatives from all branches of the service ready to visit and share their stories. And you'll also be able to see several pieces of equipment on display and enjoy some special music performances. And be sure to take some time to spend with our local heroes. And as we move back to the music, musician Ian Gould is a guitarist and singer from Belfast, Northern Ireland. And Ian shares Irish wit and striking vocals with American audiences. And Ian shows, well, they share pub spirit and conjure images of Ireland. Ian has performed for the President of Ireland and other dignitaries in Dublin, and teaming up with fellow musician Lukas Jaeger, they continue their journey and bring their audiences along with their diverse instrumental and vocal styling. This is Ian Gould and Lukas Jaeger.
Hello to the good folks of Waterloo, Iowa.
Gould and Jaeger here, and we're very excited to be coming to see you at the beginning of August.
Yeah, be sure to check out the festival website. Mark your calendars. Come and catch a show with Gould and Jaeger.
We'll see you in Waterloo.
If all the young ladies were blackbirds and thrushes, if all the young ladies were blackbirds and thrushes, then all the young men would go beat the bushes. Right, fa-da-diddle-da-diddle-da-dee. If all the young ladies were ducks on the water, if all the young ladies were ducks on the water, then all the young men go swimming in after.
If the ladies were all trying to summon so lively, if the ladies were all trying to summon so lively, then Dibble the man would go fishing on Friday. Right, foul da da diddle da diddle da dee. If all the young ladies were hares on the mountain, if all the young ladies were hares on the mountain, then the men with their hounds would be out without counting. Right, foul da da diddle da diddle da foul da da diddle da diddle da foul da da diddle da diddle da dee.
Blackbirds and thrushes, that is Ian Gould and Lukas Jaeger. And who knew Iowa had such a large amount of Irish musicians? I mean, well, to be honest, we do. And it's such a pleasure to bring beautiful Irish music through the voices of native Iowans. And a grand example are the boys from Cedar Rapids. They are Wild Nept with Finnegan's Wake.
Tim Finnegan lived on Walking Street, a gentle Irishman, mighty odd. He'd a beautiful brogue so rich and sweet, and a rise in the world he carried a hot seed, a sort of a tippling wave. The love of the Kirk Tim's born, tap him on his way each day. He'd a drop of the creature and from on, whack for the horror, take me barn around the floor, you brother shake. Wasn't it the truth? I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. One morning Tim felt rather fall. His head felt heavy, which made him shake. He fell off the ladder and broke his skull. So they carried him home, of course, to wake. Wrapped him up in a nice clean sheet and laid him out upon the bed. A gallon of whiskey at his feet and a barrel of porter at his head. Hey, crack full of horror, take him on around the floor, you brother shake. Wasn't it the truth? I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. His friends assembled at the wake. Well, come on in. And Mrs. Finnegan called for lunch. First, they laid out tea and cake. Yummy. Then pipes and tobacco and whiskey punch. The video man began to cry. Such a lovely corpse did you ever see? Robbed him of money, why did you die? And none of your guts has been him a gate. Whack for the horror, take your partner around the floor, your brother shake. Wasn't it the truth? I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Then Peggy O'Connor took up the job. Hurrah, Biddy, says she, you're wrong, I'm sure. Then Biddy gave her a belt on the gob that left her sprawling on the floor. Signing war was soon engaged, was woman to woman and man to man. Shillelagh law was all the rage, and a row and a ruction soon began. Back for the horror, take your barn around the floor, your brother shake. Wasn't it the truth? I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Then Mickey Maloney raised up his head when a gallon of whiskey flew at him. It missed and landed on the bed.
Oh, crap.
And the whiskey scattered all over Tim. Can't even rise, see how he rises. Then Finnegan jumping from the bed, crying while I ran around like blazes, thunder and chases. You think I'm dead? Back for the horror, take your partner around the floor, your brother shake. Wasn't it the truth? I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake. Whack for the horror, take your partner around the floor, your brother shake. Wasn't it the truth? I told you, lots
Finnegan's Wake, that is Iowa band Wylde Nept, and Des Moines Irish Sessions Band is it's an outgrowth of the traditional sessions that have gathered regularly at venues throughout central Iowa for over 35 years. The weekly sessions, they usually draw anywhere from 6 to 18 players, some as far away as Japan, Australia, and Ireland. All musicians are welcome. And between 5 and 8 regulars perform professionally all over the state of Iowa. They play a mix of jigs, reels, and songs sung in both English and Irish. And musicians often add a few innovative touches just to keep the tradition evolving and, to keep the audiences guessing. This is the Des Moines Irish Session. Past winners of the Battle of the Irish Bands contest a few years back, that is the Des Moines Irish Sessions with Morrison's and Swallowtail's Jig. And you can get your tickets now at iowairishfest.com. And right now, I want to drop in once again with our new host of the Waterloo Fiber Lafayette stage as he whets your appetite with another part of the Iowa Irish Fest that you don't want to pass up. Here's Justin Roberts.
While you're spending the day listening to great live music, dancing, shopping, and celebrating, you're bound to get hungry. Don't worry, we got you covered there. Wander down Mulberry Street and you'll find a variety of food vendors that'll have everything you could possibly ask for. Pizza, barbecue, tacos, ice cream, and other confections. Plus, you might want to try out one of Rob's favorite places to grab a bite, and that would be Scott's Fair Heritage Meat Pies. He swears by the shepherd's pie, but they also offer an amazing selection of sweet and savory pies that you will love. Hy-Vee will also be there again this year to tempt your taste buds with their many offerings. And if you're interested in being a food vendor at the festival this year, there is still limited time to sign up for a space. Go to our website, iowairishfest.com, to fill out the proper forms, and you won't be leaving thirsty either. The Iowa Irish Fest is well known for their stunning selection of various beverages, from sparkling adult to traditional whiskey, and, of course, soft drinks and water to keep you hydrated in that summer heat. As always, when enjoying adult products, drink responsibly and be ready to show proper ID.
Hey, thanks again, Justin, and we're going to hear from you again in just a few moments. And yes, I am going to be sure to enjoy at least one shepherd's pie at the fest this year. And right now, the music continues with yet another local trio that brings you some of the sweetest traditional Celtic music you could ask for. Plus, they're going to throw in a few jigs and reels just to keep your feet tapping. This is a bridge between. River from a Bridge Between, live at the 20th Annual Iowa Irish Fest. And one more Iowa entertainer steps up to the plate right now. This is a newcomer to the fest. Heidi has only recently taken up the banjo professionally and has, already endeared herself to the local music scene. We're looking forward to you experiencing her unique and happy sounds from Des Moines. This is Heidi Lynne. with a great Irish instrumental. That is Iowa artist Heidi Lynne making her Iowa Irish Fest debut. And what do you say we check in one more time with our friend Justin Roberts? He is the new host of the Waterloo Fiber Lafayette stage. Justin, what's coming up next?
When you come to the Irish Fest, one of the fun places to check out is the Irish Market. There you'll find a large assortment of vendors that have an incredible assortment of items you want and need. There'll be jewelry, handmade crafts, authentic clothing and accessories, artwork and decoration, even candy and other treats. Now, I know that I'll need to get my kilt this year and accessories, and this is the place I can get everything I need from quality craftsmen. While you're there, you can also stop at the official Iowa Irish Fest booth and get your t-shirts and other official Irish Fest merchandise. And speaking of t-shirts, have you ordered your limited edition 2026 band t-shirt yet? If not, listen up. Get your exclusive 2026 Iowa Irish Fest band t-shirt before the festival begins. Each shirt only $25, and the price includes shipping. Orders will be mailed out ahead of the festival, so you're ready to go. Head on over to iowairishfest.com for that order form and do it today. Since I'm on a roll, I better remind you that a majority of the artists performing at the festival also bring along CDs, shirts, and other branded merchandise for you to purchase and enjoy. It's a great way to support the bands you love.
As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to doing a little shopping this year and add some more to my Irish Fest wardrobe, and hopefully I'll see you out there as well. And right now, what do you say we stop down a second to recognize yet another longtime sponsor of the Iowa Irish Fest? This is the Viridian Credit Union, and I would like to congratulate them once again for being recently named as Forbes' best in-state credit union in Iowa and Nebraska. It's a very well-deserved honor, and we are proud of our association with these locally involved professionals.
Viridian Credit Union knows that home is where your stories begin and long days end. It's where traditions and milestones are celebrated. It's a place where every room is filled with memories and where there's always room for more. Your home for your life. That's the value of Viridian. Learn more at viridiancu.org. Equal housing opportunity.
And a big thank you to the Viridian Credit Union for their continued support. And right now, from their beginnings in the wild, wild west of Ireland, Lynne have come a long way together. Their energetic and exciting stage presence consistently captivates audience after audience, and that energy is one of their finest assets, along with a growing repertoire of timeless and original material. And you mix all this with their unique takes on old traditional Irish songs and, well, their Irish language folked up versions of well-loved songs, and well, you've got an entertaining and varied show with plenty to offer everyone. And I know you're going to join me in anticipating the return of these fine lads to our Irish Fest stage this year. This is Lynne.
Hello guys, Cecha Wilshire. It's Mr. Stefan. I'm Stefan. This is Keith. This is Kev. And we are Lynne. Absolutely delighted to be coming back to Iowa to play at the big 20-year celebration.
We've been coming to Iowa Irish Fest since 2018. It's like a second home for us at this point in the States. So we're absolutely dying to come back for the anniversary. Can't wait.
And the fest is on from the 31st of July until the 2nd of August. We're really looking forward to it. You can get your tickets on iowairishfest.com.
Woohoo! Can't wait to see you all there, guys. Slán!
Sky Killer, we brought the speeder. Sky Killer, Sky Killer, Sky Killer, Sky Killer.
And we will be welcoming them to our 20th annual celebration. It is Show Lynn, and you can be a part of it all as well. Just get your tickets now at iowairishfest.com. And you know, the festival began in 2006. It has since grown into the biggest Irish celebration in Iowa. Cedar Valley Irish Cultural Association, founder of the Iowa Irish Fest, is an organization intended to foster and develop Irish fellowship and outreach into the community with Irish cultural events and programs. And don't forget to connect with us on Facebook. Plus, you can also download the mobile app for Apple and Android users to stay up to date with all things Iowa Irish Fest. And while you're browsing the Iowa Irish Fest website, you can check out these exciting ways to become involved with the festival. By becoming an Iowa Irish Fest partner or sponsor, you're going to have the opportunity to advertise your business or organization around the fest, as well as receive weekend passes, sponsorship perks, and Iowa Irish Fest merchandise. There are multiple pricing tiers to fit your budget, and we would love to partner with you. Just visit our sponsorship page to learn more. And of course, if you're looking for a way to give back to the community, bond with coworkers, or get in free to Iowa's Best Irish Celebration, why not sign up to volunteer? In order to put on the high-quality event the Iowa Irish Fest is known for, well, volunteers just like you and your friends, coworkers, and family are essential. You're going to be thanked with free admission to all 3 days of the fest, an exclusive t-shirt, and 2 free drink tokens. Again, visit our volunteer page to learn more. And it looks to me like this hour is almost done, but I do feel we need to have a little more music to keep us in the proper Irish Fest mood. So let's give some time to a group direct from the Emerald Isle itself. Now, they're consummate masters of the craft, and it's a wonder to watch them on stage. They seamlessly move through a vast variety of instruments and build their signature sound. You have to see them to believe them, but right now, you're just going to have to settle for the sounds of socks in the frying pan. We are so happy to have Socks in the Frying Pan back at the Iowa Irish Fest, and it's time for one more before we leave. And you know what? It's only fitting that we give you another awesome selection from our Friday headliners. This is Scythian. And it does look like that's all the time we have for this week. But before I go, I'd like to once again thank today's program sponsors that include the Mike Burns family, Bootleggers Kitchen and Bar, El Patron, the Screaming Eagle Bar, Newton's Diner, and Gino's Pizza. Now, they faithfully provide the refreshments and foods for all of our Irish Fest bands and entertainers. And well, also, I'd like to throw out a special thanks to Viridian Credit Union and Waterloo Fiber. They are the proud new sponsors of the Lafayette stage. And the tickets, they're on sale now at iowairishfest.com. And you can follow Iowa Irish Fest on social media so you won't miss any fest updates. And once again, Friday's headliner will be Scythian. And Saturday and Sunday, Gaelic Storm will headline the entertainment. And I invite you to return here next week for yet another update on what's in store at this year's Iowa Irish Fest, plus much more music to put you in the party mood. And I'm Rob Edwards. I cannot wait to see you in downtown Waterloo for the 20th annual Iowa Irish Fest, Irish Roads Through Iowa. And it is coming up quick, kids. July 31st through August 2nd. Get those tickets today.
It's a beautiful day.